In the book of Genesis, chapter 48, verses 1 through 4, we find Jacob, also known as Israel, nearing the end of his life. He calls upon his son Joseph and his grandsons, Ephraim and Manasseh, to receive a blessing. Jacob recounts God's promise to make him fruitful and multiply his descendants. This moment is a reminder of the importance of passing down blessings in faith through generations. It teaches us to cherish the legacy of faith and to ensure that it continues to flourish in our families. In verses 5 through 7, Jacob adopts Ephraim and Manasseh as his own sons, elevating them to the status of his direct heirs. This act signifies the inclusion and acceptance of the next generation into the covenant promises. It reminds us that God's blessings are not limited by bloodlines but are extended to all who are willing to embrace them. We are encouraged to open our hearts and lives to those who may not be our biological family but are part of our spiritual family. In verses 8 through 14, Jacob crosses his hands to bless Ephraim, the younger, over Manasseh, the firstborn. This unexpected choice highlights God's sovereignty and the idea that His ways are not always our ways. It teaches us to trust in God's wisdom and timing, even when it defies our expectations. We are reminded to remain open to God's plans, which may differ from our own, and to trust that His blessings will come in the right way and time. In verses 15 through 16, Jacob blesses Joseph through his sons, invoking the God of his fathers, Abraham and Isaac. He prays for the angel who has redeemed him from all harm to bless the boys. This prayer is a powerful reminder of God's protection and guidance throughout our lives. It encourages us to seek God's presence and protection for ourselves and our loved ones, trusting in His redeeming power. Finally, in verses 17 through 22, Joseph questions Jacob's choice, but Jacob reassures him of God's plan. Jacob gives Ephraim and Manasseh a portion of land, symbolizing their inheritance. This passage teaches us to trust in God's promises and to have faith in His provision for our future. It encourages us to embrace the blessings and responsibilities that come with our spiritual inheritance, knowing that God has a plan for each of us.